I'm reminded that spiritual development can take a lot of time. In my backyard right now, there's all kinds of noise as they dig a trench for the new LRT, the light rail train here in Ottawa, which will take 5 years to complete, so I'm in for a lot more noise. And it reminds me of how long some good things take to do. I know there's struggles with the LRT and it might not work that well and it has broken wheels and all the rest of it, but in principle, the idea of a train instead of a bus, the idea of public transit instead of individual cars is a good one, a solid one. I'm excited by it and I hope it works out well. Similarly, the idea of spiritual well-being is a good one, a healthy one. It takes time, it takes work, it takes years and years and years of effort. And sometimes you move backwards even though you wish you didn't. The Bible tells us that God gives sleep to those who rely on him, or something like that in the Psalms. I'll find the quote afterwards. And I was thinking about that because I've had a hard time sleeping. I'm watching the numbers for COVID-19 rise. I'm watching anxiety in my friends rise. I'm watching churches and ministers get tired again. There's a little lack of hope. There's not so much certainty about what's coming next. And I'm reminded we need to just breathe. We need to rely on God. We need to remember that while we are surprised and uncertain, he is not. And so we can take our comfort in that, even if at times we're up at night, even if we get into conversations where we're worked up and working each other up. It's helpful at some point to take a step back and breathe. The sort of big, deep belly breath where you feel your stomach expanding with making space for the air. If you're like me, you'd benefit from taking a step back and breathing a little bit more every so often and reminding yourself that God is not surprised and God is with us.